I wonder when life is gonna start getting easier. Because life is just hard. No matter if you have money or not. You got problems when you're poor. You got problems when you're rich. You're always just trying to figure it. Every single day, I feel like people is just trying to figure it out. Trying to figure themselves out. Trying to figure life out. And it just will never stop. It will never stop, I think. When would it do is stop? When you're 60? But even when you're 60, you're going to start having other problems. Like back problems. And it's like another thing, another problem that you got to figure.
Nah, man. Listen. The problem with people is that they be trying to figure out things. And that's the human nature. We be trying to figure out things instead of listening to wisdom of people who came before us, instead of reading the Bible, instead of listening to other older people who've made mistakes. We think, oh, nah, they don't understand. That's some old school stuff. And we try to do things our own way. All of us, people in general. Then when things don't turn out the way you want or it's difficult, you get frustrated and be like, oh, why is it? Because you're not listening to advice. The problem is, too, a lot of people are listening to advice from people who have not been successful at something. Why are you doing that? Why are you listening to advice from somebody who hasn't succeeded at something? You're listening to advice from somebody who hasn't succeeded at the thing that you want to succeed at. That's like somebody trying to tell you how to buy a car, but they always walk. They never bought a car. They just been riding buses. But then they giving you advice based on what they heard other people tell you about buying a car. How you gonna tell me how to buy a car and you ain't never bought no car? How you gonna tell me how to, whatever? Tell me how to have a successful relationship and you and yourself ain't never had no successful relationship. That don't make no sense. That's ignorance. That's ignorance. It don't make sense, bro. Wondering why you had the problems you have because you ain't listening to wisdom. You're not listening to God. You're not praying to God for wisdom. God know everything. Instead of asking God, you're gonna ask your friend who been in 5 relationships in the past 3 weeks. You know, I'm just throwing something out there hypothetical, but that problem is people be trying to figure out things themselves too much. That's the problem, bro.